remembering evacuation 1939 or 3 years at the Seaside. When war was declared, I was 8 years old, and my world, along with everyone else's, was turned upside down. Our parents were strongly advised that we should be evacuated away from the expected bombing in Newcastle to sea houses on the coast. Wise or not, I wonder. So we reported with our gas masks to Chillingham Road School, were labelled, received parcels of corned beef, condensed milk and biscuits as presents for the hostesses we were to meet, and walked with our parents to Heatham Station. Amid tears and waves, a special train took us to Chat Hill. From there into a barn to be sorted, I suppose, into cars and driven to sea houses. And then we were just dropped at various addresses where people had volunteered to have us. I know now that sea houses is no distance, but it seemed a long way to me and very different from home. My first billet was a funny little general dealer's shop run by a young childish couple, and I hated it. Even now, some smells can take me back to that place. Anyway, they didn't cope with a miserable child, and so I was sent to a well-to-do couple who owned the local garage, but who also weren't used to children. They were very nice, but unfortunately, there was another evacuee there who wet the bed. Not nice for me, as I had to share. And so off we went to a place where there were 5 of us, including 2 daughters of the house. No inside loo, which didn't help the bedwetter, no bath, just a sink. So we went elsewhere for a weekly shared bath. No radio for news of the war. Just how different from home could it get? But there I stayed for nearly 3 years. We were told how the government only paid 10 and 6 a week for us. But I knew that when my parents regularly visited, my dad paid my keep. We had to help with various duties, and my favourite was looking after the hens and ducks they kept nearby. Our education at first was in the village hall with 1 teacher, but as some children went home, although parents were advised against it, we were integrated into the village school. When I was 11 years old, I passed the scholarship and so had to come home back to Newcastle despite the bombing. To senior school, another upheaval, but it was lovely to be home to my own mam and dad and gran, not to mention my own bedroom and bathroom and workers' playtime and ITMA and the like on the radio. I had seen my parents as they were able to visit. It was upsetting when they went home, but you mustn't fuss or cry, of course. But in retrospect, I would much rather have stayed at home all the time. It must have been very hard for my mother especially, but remember, our physical safety was paramount. Child psychology hadn't been invented, so how we felt at being uprooted came second, understandably, I suppose.